Zohran on the I've Had It podcast before Fear and bro have fallen off. First of all, this is the premier real Joe Rogan of the Left podcast. Okay, so of course Zohran's going to go on it. What are you kidding me? Fear and is nothing in comparison to the radical propagandists of the I've Had It ladies. Okay, this is where I get my notes from them. Y'all are like, you Hasan. Where do you get your talking points? It's like, it's not chorus. Let me tell you, it's not chorus. It's not dark money. It's the I've Had It ladies. I try to tune into their frequency. You know what I mean? They're the ones building the vanguard. They're the ones doing real existing socialism. They're the ones who are saying, you know, the countryside surrounds the cities. Okay. Woklahoma, rise up. They're the real Maoist peasant revolution. That's it. So of course Zohran's gonna go on their podcast instead of my fake ass LA, not even woke, technically counter-revolutionary Fear and podcast. You know what I mean? Yeah, we got Zohran's moves. What is this? Zohran Mamdani does the wine dance at the West Indian Day Parade. Pix 11 News is back on the campaign trail, including my one-on-one with him about Governor Hochul seeming to be getting very close to endorsing him from...
He can wine. New York one, he can wine. Come on. NBC, he can wine. Fox News, and your mother Scott. Fox News, and your mother Scott.
Damn, he's got moves, dude. What is this? Power grows from the neck of a Chardonnay bottle. Yeah, it's the barrel of a gun, but also the neck of a Chardonnay bottle. Are you going to watch the new Jobry video? Yes, I will be watching the new Jobry video on Jeffrey Jedediah Epstein. I will say, this kind of stuff is actually good because it takes like some of the best aspects of Eric Adams's mayoralty. Because like this is, I hate the guy, but Eric Adams does do shit like this. You know what I mean? This is exactly the type of shit that you would expect from Eric Adams. Obviously, when like Zohran does it, it also makes more sense. You know what I mean? Because like it's not like it feels more genuine when he's doing it as opposed to Eric Adams. So that on that aspect is cool too, is like even cooler. But I'm glad that like he's still picking up the mantle and still doing like and doing like Eric Adams coded shit, because I feel like that was definitely one of the more important aspects of Eric. That, and also getting doing a pay for play quid pro quo scheme with Turkey. That was also good. I think Zohran should keep those two things when he is mayor, inshallah. Is the willingness to try, even if he's great at it, such a good character trait? Yeah. Are you going to watch a new Jubilee vid with Patrick Bet David? And are you going to take a nuanced PCM? This guy, you want me to do both of these? These are the two things you've been spamming. Usually when older people get health problems, they happen fast and have a quickly noticeable effect on their body. Trump at his Virginia Golf Club with MAGA. So is this actually from today or is this fake? Like, what happened? Because I don't believe this. I feel like there's something weird going on with Donald Trump, and we'll talk about it. But like, he is not his usual cheery, constantly in front of the camera self. And maybe we have developed some semblance of parasocial relationship with the president. But it does feel like he's given us so much of himself for so long, sometimes when we don't want him to do so, that when he's not on camera, his absence is felt. And I mean, like, when he's not on camera, when he's not out and about, it kind of feels very strange. Kind of feels like he might have gotten a stroke or something, you know, because he didn't, like, remember, even through the heat of the Jeffrey Epstein stuff, at the peak of the Jeffrey Epstein stuff, right? When everybody was yelling at him, when everybody was like, when his base was like, dude, are you a pedophile? What's going on? He posted through it. He was live and in front of the cameras every damn day. He never stopped. This is the first time he has not been live and in front of the cameras every damn day. And I don't know why. It kind of feels like maybe he got a little strokey poo. Maybe his stroke game updated. I don't know. It takes 36 to 48 hours to grow and rapid age a clone. I think he's sick and can't look weak to his base and has also been so anti-medicine. Yeah. Here's Eric Adams dancing. Oh, here. This is... Thank you. That's not Eric Adams, dude. You're so dumb. You fucking... What? Oh, what do you want? What? Okay. Scared me. This is not. He got sick, so he injected bleach? Yeah, okay. I think he's had some kind of surgery and can't let anyone think his health isn't 100% at all times. I mean, that's not even unique to this president. That's just like a thing that all presidents have done in the past. Throughout history, presidents, good and bad, many of them are bad, not many of them are very good, but even like FDR hid his childhood polio medical conditions, like all the medical complications that come along with like polio. So like that is a thing that has been that's a thing that's happened throughout history. This is awesome. Yeah, blue and on, baby. I believe there's growing evidence of the White House covering up the fact that Donald Trump has been dealing with TIA strokes and that he likely had more another ischemic stroke this week. Yeah, we're going to get into that. We're going to dive into that. We're going to dive into Donald Trump's health complications and how blue and on is going crazy. Because too raw, too Daniel. What if they're not letting Trump speak because he had a reverse Fetterman stroke and he's woke now? Many people are saying, even the local milk people, that gender is a construct. Look, we have a little fun at these rallies, don't we, folks? But I want to acknowledge first that this is stolen land. I want to acknowledge that we are sitting on stolen Iroquois land. All I'm saying is, this is a likely reality. So there's two different brackets here. On the one hand, you got people like this, and myself as well, making jokes, okay, cracking jokes. On the other hand, you got a lot of people getting offended by people cracking jokes, being like, you're wishing ill on the president. How dare you? And it's like, that's been very funny to watch. Because I love when right-wingers who will be like, we must murder every transgender person, will then in the same breath turn around and be like, how dare you? How dare you make light of my big, beautiful president who wants to murder all transgender people and all Guatemalans? How dare you? How dare you even joke about that? You know? And it's like, I don't know, everything you do is violent. Like, can't we just have a little bit of fun? Like, what the fuck? My money is on congestive heart failure. He's just going to keep getting his chest cavity drained of fluid and live till 92, just be really in poor health the whole time. Well, all the people also that are like now complaining. His exact words were to kill people. Don't do this. Don't do this thing. Like, I'm embellishing. I don't mean like literally, okay? Policy wise, yes, it is about wishing ill to marginalized groups. Don't do that. Don't fucking do that. It's my least favorite fucking thing. You are the exact same kind of smarmy, annoying fucking woke scold that I am talking about, okay? The inability to understand when someone is fibbing, okay? Oh, my ideological opponents are never capable of fibbing. I am going to take everything he's saying 100% seriously. Excuse me? Where does it say in his policies that he wants to kill all trans people? Black and white thoughts only? Well, you're doing that. No, you're doing that. If you're demonstrating that you don't have the capacity to fucking understand that, like, I'm embellishing as a joke, you're doing that. You are weaponizing your autism. Okay, that's what you're doing. It's one of the most annoying. Is one of the most annoying things that people do. Okay, it's just immediately right wingers will be like, no, no, my enemies are incapable of engaging in hyperbole. They are being literal 100% at all times. Stop. Anyway, as I was saying, so on the one hand, there's a lot of people having fun with this, understandably, because, you know, Trump is he's a let's just say somewhat controversial figure. Is that fair? I think that's fair to say. Kaya, please. He is a somewhat controversial figure, right? I'm thinking maybe he's not a very good guy. You know, he's a little divisive. So when you're a little divisive, you got a lot of lovers and you got a lot of haters. And of course, a lot of people are excited at the prospect of, divine intervention of some sort. So they're taking their sweet time with it. They're deriving a lot of enjoyment out of it. Okay. Some people like Felix Biederman are saying this is so evocative. This is exactly how it feels when you have all the moisture in your body beaten out of you by harsh hotel AC. This picture gives me a sympathetic cracking around my lips. Anyway, it would be funny to ask him to do burpees to prove he isn't dying soon. And yet you have, some of the most annoying shitheads who actively, like, there's that one, the Korean dude, right? I think he's Korean. That's like constantly posting like the most racist white supremacist nonsense you've ever seen. He was going crazy. He was like complaining. He's like, you see, the left would be wishing ill of a man who is a grandfather and a father to many children. Kang Min Lee, I fucking hate that guy. Yeah, that guy. Oh my Lord, not Ollie London, dude. No, the Korean Ian Miles Chong, basically. And I saw someone call him out being like, dude, you literally say every black person is George Floyd. And you're over here complaining about like the left having a little bit of fun, you know, having a little bit of fun with like an objectively evil person's health complications. Let me see if I can find. Does anyone have it? Does anyone have that link? Yeah, I saw Connor's as well. Connor had a really funny one. No, not the Kangmin, not the. What is this? I'm not asking for you to send me your choice favorite quotes. Japan for the Japanese, English for the England for the English, Korea for the Koreans, America for the Americans. We must defend our homes. Aren't your parents immigrants? They don't claim to be just as American as the native stock. Dog, that is so funny. You are literally a Korean American, LARPing as a white supremacist, living in the United States of America. Like, your very existence on U.S. soil undermines the argument that you're trying to make here. And I guess, at least unlike Ian Miles Ding Dong, you do live in the United States of America and you're not LARPing. Also, this account in and of itself is also very funny. This is a British dude. This is a British dude LARPing as a Japanese person. So many such cases. I don't know what happened on the internet, but like 90% of all white supremacist accounts are straight out of India. Okay. Like all the defend the West and defend Israel accounts. Every single one of them is from Uttar Pradesh. And then you got Ian Miles Chong in Malaysia, never stepped foot in the United States of America once in his goddamn life, LARPing as though he lives in Portland, Oregon, and like fighting alongside the Proud Boys. Then you got Kang Min Lee, who is Korean American in the United States of America, LARPing as though he's, I guess a white supremacist with white stock. Okay. It's all out of whack. Hey, Vivid Prowess is from Gujarat. Okay. Vivid Prowess is Gujarati. I'm sorry about that. Not from Uttar Pradesh. But it's so funny. It's just funny to me that like all of these people are having like a collective identity crisis at all times. Like, this motherfucker is a British dude LARPing as a Japanese guy talking about getting the immigrants out. Okay. Dog, you're the immigrant they want out of the country. Like, what do you mean? There's another one who's never even been to Japan who LARPs as though he is in Japan. Also another British dude. What are you doing? What is happening? You've been away from daddy for 2 days and they have let you do whatever you want, huh? That's what's going on. I see what it is. Like, there's nothing funnier than a British dude living in Japan saying, breaking, thousands of locals marched in Osaka yesterday demanding an end to immigration. And it's like, yeah, they want you out, you fucking dingus. They want you out too. Japanese people aren't just going, oh no, we only don't want Indians in the country. They're saying we don't want any foreigners. You're a foreigner. There is no like, they don't have this like designation for white people, like this special designation for white people. Japanese xenophobes don't want white people too. So when this dingus is posting this stuff, I'm like, yeah, bro, they want you out of the country too. But yeah, it's all busted. It's all busted. You don't got the good racists no more. You know what I mean? Like, what happened back in the day? No, you wrong. Racist Japanese love white people. No, someone has lied to you. That's just false, objectively. No, racist Japanese people do not want white people in the country either. Okay? They do not. That's 100% objectively untrue. They do not want white people either. In Japan, if you are a white boy living in Japan, if you are otaku, okay, you will get like searched by the police for simply being white. Like, it's not even a joke. There is straight up discrimination against white people and all non-Japanese people. But of course, one of the most significant versions of Japanese racism and phobia, xenophobia, actually stems from the hidden notion that at any given moment, their society might be secretly Korean or secretly Chinese. That is unironically the most consequential version of Japanese xenophobia. Like, yeah, they don't like anyone that's not Japanese, but this even includes being worried at all times that there are secret Korean and secret Chinese living amongst them at any given moment. So that is another ironic and lesser known version of Japanese racism and Japanese xenophobia. All right, so yeah, there is a reason why it's in every Yakuza plot. Okay, every Yakuza game has a secret Korean and a secret Chinese. Okay, every Yakuza game ultimately ends up with a secret Korean person who might even think that they're Japanese, but they're actually Korean deep down inside. Okay, but yeah, my point is we don't have the good racists no more. Okay, or not even the good racists, but like racism has evolved. Okay, back in the day, you see a dude, he buzzes his hair, he's going to the fucking skinhead bars, he's a white guy, maybe he's a part of the Klan, or maybe he's a part of a neo-Nazi group. Nowadays, you got motherfuckers who are Hispanic. Some of the leaders of this white nationalist movement in this country are straight up Latino. Okay, Nicolas Fuentes. You got Korean Americans LARPing as white nationalists saying, get the fucking immigrants out of here. Brother, you are the immigrant, okay? You got motherfuckers living in Malaysia behaving like they're also white supremacists in the United States of America. 90% of the most prominent like Defend the West accounts are people who have never stepped foot in the West. And half the time, the people that are receiving that message, if they only knew the dude that they were listening to was Indian, they probably fucking have an identity crisis. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. We don't have the OG version. We no longer have the OG version of like the most prominent people in these white supremacist movements are white. That's gone. It's not the case. That's not the case anymore. And yeah, there's DEI in the racism factory. Yeah, this was really funny. March's post. Look at his head.